Up next, the Jazz taking on the Knicks. For the Jazz, they are on the road and looking to make a statement win against a top opponent. A win here could turn their season around, and it all. There is no better way to start off the new year than with the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brett Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Take a look at the Jazz. This season has been a struggle for them. They're down at the bottom of the conference. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, the guard pair. It's George and Sexton. Lauri Markkanen is out there with Walker Kessler. And it's Juzang in at the small forward. And for the Knicks, we've got Payne. OG Anunoby is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Bridges in at the shooting guard. Here in this stage of the season, Greg, what can struggling teams do to better themselves?
You mean besides make a big trade move? I mean, I think about lineups and schemes. You have to look at what you can control and really establish your identity.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Sexton the pass to George. Here's Markkanen. No good with the layup. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the Knicks. Last time they met was in Salt Lake City, Utah, where they fell to the Jazz.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Well, let's see if the lesson was learned from that loss. If they come out with the same type of effort, they can expect a similar result here.
Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Tom Thibodeau. DA?
He talked about the challenges that come with playing against Lauri Markkanen. Coach said you have to know where Lauri is at all times because he's so effective playing off the ball. He's a knockdown shooter and a smart cutter. And he moves extremely well for his size. This team's got a lot of respect for the mobile 7-footer. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Bridges inside the three-point line. Bridges missing again. Outside, Markkanen. The Jazz working the ball around now. Here's Kessler. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And Kessler, no good on that one. Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team. And it's not just because they're winning. It's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
That's his first personal. First team foul. OG Anunoby.
What's up?
At the line. One shot.
That's good from Anunoby. One of the best 3-and-D wings in the league. Well, let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And a chance here to check out some stats for Karl Anthony Towns.
And suddenly his feel for the three-point shot has left him. It's been a tough go the past 5 games. The percentage from long range not close to what it was earlier, but he's not going to give up on it, and he'll try to get it going here tonight.
Juzang passes to George. Drops one in from the wing. So it's New York now. Bridges outside. Payne with a screen for Bridges. Here he goes. Sexton grabs the board. For the Utah Jazz, they come in off a loss to Denver. Juzang passes to Kessler. Outside for George. It's deflected. Towns with the steal. And it's hard penetrating. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Out of bounds, Knicks ball as New York keeps possession of it. Here's Payne. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. And good that time.
Throwing off his defender to get to the shot. Campaign with a nimble move.
Here's George. 11 points last game. Drills the three-pointer.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Towns. A rebound by the Jazz.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Shot clock at 5. Juzang. Bridges with the board.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Gritty play by a gritty player, Josh Hart. Hard to deny it.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Chance to check out Mikal Bridges here. This last month, he's been positively spectacular, getting around 24 points per, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And he really anchors them defensively with that tenacious play on that side of the ball.
He loves to get up into the uniform of his opposition and make you work for everything that you get offensively.
Here's Juzang. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing.
More than capable as a defender. Bridges with a great job using his length.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Kessler passes to Juzang. He gets that one. Juzang's got 5.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
And the dunk by Towns.
And forget those threes. Cat, get the easy ones.
Pass to Markkanen. Here's Kessler. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. Here's Payne. Excellent D there from Markkanen.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Juzang passes to Kessler. Shoots over Anunoby. Kessler with the bucket. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
Bridges kicks to Hart. Towns finds Payne. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Keontae George picks one up. Well, Greg, over the last few seasons, one area of consistency for the Jazz has been their rebounding.
Yeah, and they have some size, and they make controlling the boards a focal point. When you're playing Utah, you'd better be ready to put a body on somebody.
First free throw is good. You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
The Jazz making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in. Good on both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
George sets a screen for Clarkson. Kessler in the post. Towns on him. The Knicks with the lead. Pass to Anunoby. Makes it off the glass. Anunoby's got his second bucket of the night.
Excellent focus from Anunoby. Wasn't going to let that bump get to his head.
George finds Clarkson. Back to George. The Jazz working the ball around now. Here's Kessler. That one goes. Count it. Kessler's got 6 points.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Let's pause for just a moment to see the teams that have been extremely effective with their three-point shooting this past month. In third, the Knicks.
And right now, their three-point shooters are in terrific rhythm. I mean, they've put on a display here from long range.
Pass to Bridges. Here's Kolek, defended by George. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
And GA, strong work all around, and the rebound and the stuff both. Wow. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. Achua, he's checked in for the Knicks. Andrew Shamet comes in for Bridges. Collier, he's checked in for Utah. Deep 2 from Clarkson. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And it's Shamet missing. Jazz trail by 3. Pass to Collier. Here's Sensabaugh. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for New York.
And, guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
Anunoby outside. Clock at 6. Back to Achua. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
In the paint, Achua can be very forceful. He knows how to utilize his power.
The numbers will back it up, Brett, but when you watch OG Anunoby, it's easy to see why he is an elite defender.
Yeah, Kevin, he's been slept on by a lot of casual fans around the NBA, but trust me, diving deeper into the numbers, OG's defense is elite. He's got that strength, he's got the wingspan, he's got great instincts, and he is daunting for any would-be scorer that wants to put points on the board.
Anunoby passes to Shamet. New York needs to get off a shot and out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Jazz trail by 3. Clarkson looking for an opening. Fires for 3. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Clarkson draining one from deep, something he has to continue to work on. Stretch out the floor.
Pass to Kolek. Good, and the assist goes to town.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first, but there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, D.A. Thank you. Sensabaugh. He gets it in there.
Makes up for a lack of speed with just tremendous effort and hustle on that play.
Up top, Achua. 44 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Towns kicks to Anunoby. Here's Shamet. Misses the 3.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Utah shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
At the line, 2 shots.
He's off on the first. And the second free throw, good. New York's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Pass to Towns. No good on the triple. Utah trailing here. Here's Sensabaugh. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Sensabaugh's got 6 points. It's a tie game in New York. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Knicks?
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
They've got OG Anunoby. Mikal Bridges out there with Payne. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Towns in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. They're the group. New York will start the second.
Reminder to the defense, Hart will drive if you give him that kind of room.
Sexton deciding where to go with it. Kessler, screen on Bridges. The shot by Sexton, no good.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Markkanen against Hart. Here's Towns. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And I'll tell you, offense comes really easy to Big Cat.
George, that's a 2-pointer. Again, the Jazz score. Hey, Bones, what do you think is a part of the game that some casual fans don't really understand that well?
Well, Kevin, outside of the contest right here in front of us, let's think about the long schedule that teams are dealing with. How many times the coaches employ different lineups and strategies so that by the end of the year, they have optionality in what they can do on the floor.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg Collins Sexton, still so young. He entered the league when he was just 19.
Yeah, drafted back in 2018. Sexton has a few years left in his 20s, so you expect him to continue to expand his game and improve on both ends.
That free throw, no good.
And Sexton understands what's at stake for him, so the passion that he brings to the court on a nightly basis has to be there.
That one is no good. You know, Brent, when you talk about home court advantage, the Knicks have one of the best.
Well, New York is so electric, and just I have memories, Kevin, of walking out on that court and it just feeling different. So the Mecca is back, and when it's loud, it is delicious.
Looking at the Knicks, they took the win in their last game against the Wizards in Washington. Outside, Markkanen. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Markkanen's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Payne in the post, defended by George. Payne can't hit. Pass to George. Now Kessler. Utah shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
At the line, 2 shots.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
Bangs home the trifecta. Anunoby's got 8 points.
Free ball is what makes Anunoby such a threat on offense.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Timeout, Utah. Next game. Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen, and you show up your best move. Let's go!
All-Star game almost near. Let's see how the East is shaking out. Take a look at the Knicks. The season well underway, and they've been solid in third right now.
And seeing where the Knicks are, they had pressure on them coming into the season. A lot of people were picking them to have a special year, and they haven't shied away from that pressure. They've embraced it.
I think every great team welcomes the challenge of trying to be elite, and they want to do it on a nightly basis.
And George gets it to go.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all three levels.
Hart, wide open. He fires. Off target with his three. George passes to Sexton. Back to George. That's his fourth basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Pass to Hart. Towns, a screen on Markkanen. Score of the basket is third after 5 shots.
Can't let someone like Hart get inside the D just asking to get burned.
Markkanen sets the pick for Clarkson. That 3 off the mark. The Knicks have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Pass to Kessler. Kessler, a screen on Anunoby. Here's Sexton. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Payne with it, and it's Clarkson picking him up. Payne passes to Anunoby. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
For New York, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight, and Utah making a change here. Mikhailuk is checked in.
One shot.
That's good from Payne. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. They trail by 6. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
You guys, you just can't afford to give away points from the foul line. Not in the NBA. Teams are just too talented.
Yeah, it's not always just about free throw shooting, but it can be a large factor and disrupt your confidence.
Here's Anunoby. The kick out to Town. And the Knicks miss again.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
The shot by Clarkson, no good. New York leading by 6. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. You know, Brent, Josh Hart has been a contributor at the many stops in his NBA career.
And sometimes you have to wait to find your home, Kevin. That's been the case for Josh, but he has always contributed to winning. And now he's locked into this role where he is flourishing. This guy has all the tools to go out there and do little things every night that help your team be in a position to win games.
First one falls for him.
And so crucial for Hart to get to the line, establish some confidence. He's solid from there, but I think it sometimes gets his perimeter game going.
And Hart drops them both. Jazz trail by 8. Pass to Kessler. Here's Mikhailuk. The Jazz again can't hit it. Right side Towns. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Towns has got 10 points.
And you see Big Cat has the size and coordination. Hard to bump him out of his rhythm.
Here's Mikhailuk. He's guarded by Anunoby. Clock at 4. That's a 2 from Sexton. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Sexton's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, he knows he can make it from there, so he shoots that one with confidence. Sexton looking very, very self-assured right now.
Left side, Towns. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And examining his numbers this season, we can see that he's been an exceptional free throw shooter, right around 85.
The free throw drops for Towns.
And one of the game's elite shooters, and Towns' sweet stroke definitely extends to the free throw line.
And Utah making a change here. Juzang's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Well, a big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. You don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Hart with the screen for Payne. Such a wide open look. Payne's got the lead up to 12 now for the Knicks.
And this might be one of those nights where the coaching staff has to extend campaign minutes because of how effective he's being.
And George kicks to Clarkson. Kessler, a screen on Hart. The three-pointer is right on target. Clarkson's got 6.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Both teams will make substitutions. And take a look at this. Every team loves to have guys like these. Big men who can pass like guards. These are their assist totals on the season. 5th on the list, Josh Hart.
It takes a tremendous feel for the game to be able to make the passes these big guys are capable of making out of the low post.
Well, an offense that's unpredictable can be tough to guard. The ball doesn't go into the low post and never come out. It keeps moving thanks to their passing ability and playing unselfish basketball.
Here's Collier. Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And the foul called on Isaiah Collier. That is his first foul of the game. A trend in the NBA, and one, Brent, that I like, new downtown arenas. They seem to be everywhere.
Well, Kevin, it's because you love to eat so much and the restaurants are nearby, so walking distance helps. But yeah, it invigorates the city. You have people clamoring to get to the arena, to get out of the offices early, and it really brings the community together. So you love to see that kind of energy and buzz around any NBA stadium.
Pass to Kessler. Here's Filipowski over to the left wing. There's the pick. Kessler with it. Three-pointer on the way. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Bridges has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Hart. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Filipowski.
And Hart playing with his right now, just going all out.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Hart.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
And the Knicks making a change here. Shamit's checked in. And Hart drops them both.
And this is the pattern we typically see from this team as a whole, creating chances at the line and converting them.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Commissioner Silver has been direct. The NBA is hoping for more competitive All-Star games. And they've said as much before, but last year's high-scoring All-Star game did precede the league's not-so-subtle moves to cut down on foul calls and allow for more defense overall. They are trying to get it right. Kevin?
And it couldn't be a great game without defense, so we like the direction. DA, thank you. Here's Collier. Another miss by Utah. The Knicks leading by 16. Pass to Kolek. He takes it in, and the layup's good off the glass. Kolek has got his third basket of the night.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Here's Juzang. Pass to Collier. They need this one. No good that time. New York's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Bridges left side. Shamet on the wing. They set the pick. And again, it's New York.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Jazz trail by 20. 1:19 left to play here in the second quarter. Right on the bucket. Juzang's got 7 points in the game.
To leave a guy like that wide open from range, big mix-up.
Here's Shamet. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Shooting it with more confidence now. Look at his face. He didn't look quite right in the opening minutes. Finding it now.
Here's Mikhailu. He's covered by Shamet. A nice shot by Mikhailu.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Pass to Achua. And again, it's New York.
You see the work Achua has put into that jumper.
Jazz trail by 20. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Here's Juzang. The Jazz working the ball around now. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. For Utah, they have only made 2 attempts, shooting poorly at the line in this one.
Kessler at the line. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. He hits the second from the line. 19 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Kolek. 7 points in the game. Pass to Achua. The shot, no good. And so it's New York with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. Here with Tom Thibodeau. Coach, what has gone well for your team in the first half?
Started making plays, play unselfishly, force the defense to shift, attack, get downhill, then make a play.
Your guys followed the instructions to the letter. Thanks, Coach. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. And measuring up the shot. Oh, someone left the window open.
And as we welcome you to halftime, no other way to say it, an abysmal start for the Utah Jazz.
I don't see the fight. They're getting pushed around. You really see it on the glass.
They need some of that diesel energy in the paint.
They can use his size as well.
And let's switch it up. Here's a look at some of the possible contenders for this year's dunk contest.
This is a contest where sometimes you get guys who don't play much. So a lot of their best dunks happen in practice. Makes the evaluation a lot harder.
Word gets out, though, Kenny.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we, into the second half of our broadcast. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Getting underway here in the second half. Here's Will Hardy's 5. The guard pair. It's George and Sexton. Walker Kessler is out there with Lauri Markkanen. And it's Juzang in at the 3-slot.
And you could see the length that time with OG stretching out to finish.
And George kicks to Sexton. Markkanen a screen on Bridges. Sexton's shot is good.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Shot clock at 6. Bridges. And again, it's New York.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, guys, Lauri Markkanen had said all along he was content to stay in Utah. And after signing a contract extension, he remains with the Jazz. He turns 28 in May, so he's just entering his prime. There's plenty of runway left if the Jazz think he can guide them back to the playoff mix. And with the timing of when Markkanen signed his extension, he is not trade eligible during this season.
Johns, we really appreciate the update. We know how detailed you are. Thanks so much. Juzang can't hit. New York leading by 20. It's too hard. Back to Payne. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Chance here to look at the numbers for Towns. Averaging about 22 points per, 13 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's been a rock in the middle for them over that stretch of games. Dominating the glass is his trademark.
Feel like those rebounds are wearing down and eroding the opponent. His effort right now, physically and mentally, has been good.
George with the bucket. George has got 10.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Here's Hart, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And they have come out of halftime in fuego.
Utah's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Back to George. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Bridges finds Anunoby. Payne gets a wide open look. Hits the 3-point bomb. Payne's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And this is why Payne takes a good number of threes. He's pretty effective from there.
The Jazz working the ball around now. Here's Kessler. Misses from close range.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Here's Payne, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Here's an opportunity for us now to focus on some small forwards who play anything but small. The leading shot blockers at the 3 spot. OG Anunoby, number 1.
And typically you have your centers or power forwards contesting the shots down low, but he can come flying in from the wing to block shots.
That's good from Payne. He hits both from the stripe. For Utah, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the 3rd quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. To the middle. Knicks with the rebound. Hart's got 7 rebounds in the game. Takes it inside, and there's Payne. That's good on the assist by Hart. Payne's got 9 points here in the 2nd half. Outside, Markkanen. Sexton with a screen on Hart. And once again, off the mark by Utah. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for New York. Anunoby kicks to Payne. Pass to Bridges. 6 to shoot. And it's sent back by Kessler. Looking to end the run. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Name a type of shot Keontae George can hit it, more than capable of scoring at all 3 levels.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. And the second free throw, good. And so here is New York. Pass to Hart. Back to Payne. Launches it. And no, that doesn't go. He's made 8, but that's his 3rd miss. Utah has gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Clarkson for 3. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got his 3rd assist on the night. Back to Payne. Towns, a screen on George. Towns controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the 2 teams.
Here's Mikhailuk. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Anunoby. Fader on the way. Bridges misses.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Pass to Mikhailuk. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Mikhailuk's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Beautiful timing, execution, great move to the rack.
Now, here's Bridges. Hart the pass to Bridges. Hart kicks to Payne. Just 5 to shoot. And that one, good. Payne's got 24.
He doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Kessler, screen on Bridges. Offensive rebound.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Here's Towns. Oh, yes, the turnaround. Towns has got 4 points in the quarter.
a prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
Clarkson outside. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Stolen by Clarkson. To the inside. Mikhailuk passes to Sexton. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. 13 points for Colin Sexton. New York calls timeout.
Coming onto the court now is your Knicks and the tax bar. Let's go! It's t-shirt time. We know you want lots, so make some noise.
Achua, he's checked in for the Knicks. Filipowski, he's checked in for the Jazz. Markkanen comes in for Sexton. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Hart with it. He's got 20. From outside the arc, it's hauled in by George. They set the screen. Drains it from beyond the arc. George has got 8 points in the quarter.
And developing that three-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
Pass to Anunoby. Back to Payne. There's a screen by Achua. Payne's shot is good. Payne's got 14 points now in the second half.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's Filipowski. Drops in the layup for 2.
Now, say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Bridges kicks to Hart. The three ball. The rebound by the Jazz. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's foul number 2 for him. So both teams making some changes here.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's 1:59 left to play here in the third. Here's Collier. Kessler the screen. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Collier missing.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Kolek, no good. Utah's gone downtown to Watson's halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there.
And so far are going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Anunoby outside. Good on the triple. Anunoby's got 15 points.
Really solid in the catch-and-shoot game. Anunoby always ready to fire.
Inside and stolen by Achua. Anunoby passes to Hart. Here's Kolek. He has 7. Hart, no good. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Mikhailuk passes to Markkanen. Kessler with it. Pass to Collier. And here is Markkanen. No good with the triple. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
And so it's the New York Knicks finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. This has been a one-sided matchup, and I don't see any signs of it lessening. We come back right after this. Now let's hear what Coach Tom Thibodeau was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
Right back, man. Let's go score, stop, score here. Everyone talk defensively. Get stops and then let's go. Let's go. Make the game easy.
And defense obviously so important to Coach Thibodeau.
I mean, he wants his team to get stops and leak out fast. Fundamental basketball.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Hart is out there with Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Payne, and it's Bridges in at the 2. That's the 5 for New York right now. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Jazz shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. George against Towns. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. An idea of voter fatigue, Brent. Do you feel voters get tired of the same guy winning every single season?
Yeah, I think they do, Kevin. And it's a shame because, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years down the line, those players looking back at the statistics from any given season deserve to be the MVP or all defense. And I hope that maybe that atrophy doesn't take place this year.
And he's good on the second.
Yeah, sometimes in a game you settle a little bit before settling in, and right now I think he's a big factor in how they're getting to the line.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Credit them for not settling. I mean, they've been in attack mode off the dribble all game long, and thus far, it's paying off.
And the other thing about their game tonight that they've done a terrific job of is just moving the basketball around. That's how you rack up assists.
Free throw good. Hart. And Hart drops them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Outside, Sexton. Back to Clarkson. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth, physical basketball, guys.
And you think about rookies coming into the NBA, it seems, Brent, that veterans are a little bit easier on the rookies now than they were in the past.
I think we romanticize, Kevin, a lot of those stories that we heard from the old days about veteran players giving it to the younger players. And certainly that's going to happen, especially at the beginning of the season. But these guys have known each other for a long time, and these friendships and bonds have started from years ago. So a little bit less and less, but it's still fun to poke at the rookies just a little bit.
And that one's good. Towns.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
To the paint. Bridges with some nice defense.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Pulls from the top of the key. Rebounded by Clarkson. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Jazz. Pass to George. Back to Clarkson. Launches a 3. Payne grabs the board. Payne's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Bridges misses.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Left side marking it. Ball's knocked loose. And a fast break now for New York. Here's Hart. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
And we don't see this too often, but Hart getting it going here and catching fire.
With the teardrop, whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
One shot.
George, no good on the free throw. Brent, of all the things I could ask you, I've thought about this one. What would you say is the most important thing a team has to do to be an NBA champion?
Kevin, it's pretty simple. Accept your role. And when that happens, stars will be stars, and role players will be there to support the stars in any way they possibly can. But to accept your role and to sacrifice for the good of the team, it's going to give you a chance to hold that trophy.
Hart, no good.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
George with the ball. Working on Payne. George with the bucket.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Bridges outside. Hart kicks to Anunoby. Hits it from 3-point range.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Clarkson passes to Juzang. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Payne's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And it's Utah with the rebound. Clarkson outside. Pass to Mikhailuk. There's a good screen. And it's George missing. Knicks have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Here's Towns. Lets it go from deep. And Juzang pulls it down.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Pass to George. Connects from 3-point range. George has got 8 here in the quarter.
Not just a scorer. Clarkson is very willing to dish it when a teammate's open.
Payne's shot is good.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Outside, marking it. Here's Juzang. He's guarded by Anunoby. That one goes in.
Well, that screen wasn't quite as effective as it could be. However, they find a way to get it done. Credit the shooter for overcoming that aggressive defense.
Here's Hart. And the 3 off target.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Brent is a guy who has played with winning teams, been in terrific cultures, and currently in one with the Spurs. What do you think is more important, team culture or raw talent?
Well, I believe in the culture carrying teams to a championship, but you can't do that without talent. So it's got to be a blend of both, Kevin, in order for your team to perform at its highest level. Culture comes first.
Walker Kessler, he's checked in for the Jazz. Colin Sexton comes in for Jordan Clarkson. He's off on the second. The Knicks leading by 22. Looking to get it going, and the layup is up and in.
Well, Bridges is down low, doing a great job of just pounding the defense. Makes the shot.
Back to George. Fires for 3. Cans it from downtown. George has got 27.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
And Hart has it in the corner. Bridges sets the screen for Anunoby. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Anunoby's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Knicks. Here's George. And no good, trying to use the glass. New York's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. That is his first foul of the game. Well, the most important event of the NBA calendar might be in June. And it's not the finals, but rather for so many teams, Brent, the NBA draft.
Well, Kevin, it's a chance for you to set the table for your franchise. What do you want to have for next year? What do you want to have 5 years from now? And so all the work that goes in, the scouting, the intel work, to build up a team where you are making the steps and taking strides to become a championship caliber team, that stuff starts at the NBA draft.
At the line, 2 shots.
The first one falls. And Hart drops them both. Jazz have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Fires it up. Juzang, good. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Rebounded by the Jazz. Sexton's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Now, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Count that one. 29 points from Keontae George.
Oh, nice pass by Markkanen. Knows it's better to give it up than force his own shot.
Here's Hart. And the Knicks miss again. Jazz have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Kessler passes to George. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. The Knicks leading by 22. Down low, Hart. Yes, that goes in. Hart's got 28.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now.
Get ready to dance like everyone's watching.
Markkanen passes to Juzang. Bridges against Sexton. Another miss by Utah. New York shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. Anunoby kicks to Bridges. Some nice passing by New York here. 6 on the shot clock, and the shot goes down. Towns has got 4 points this quarter.
I mean, in a word, resilient. When you think about his interior scoring ability, Towns is able to power through the defense for that one.
Here's George. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
George at the line, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. No luck that time either. New York shooting at 42% in this final quarter. Anunoby a screen on Sexton. Bridges for 3. Nailed from three-point land.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
Karl Anthony Towns. 3rd personal foul. Team is in the penalty. Kessler. 1 shot.
1 shot.
On the free throw, no good. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Anunoby kicks to Bridges. Here's Hart, and there are the Knicks with another bucket.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Knicks.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
Important. With this win, they split the season series at a game apiece and also avoid the sweep. And that has to be a relief.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Josh Hart.
He did it all tonight, making an impact with more than just his scoring. How about the fact that he got a triple-double? Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Payne looking around. So no problem for New York as they get the win. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here